All right, we're back. We're back at it again. We've had a good warm up, several good games with some friends just now, and so we've got coming off of a real good win streak. We started with Uther. So we played a little Uther. Back at it again. I need to turn off that. I don't need to have that going. What I want is to get rid of that. I can watch it from the other screen. All right. Now, okay. Now back to what I was talking about. So it was a really good warm-up games. We had a win on Infernal Shrines with Uther. We had Zul'jin, Rando, but our friends were Jaina, Butcher, and Sylvanas. During Infernal Shrines, we had a really good game, mainly because we utilized the split power push of Sylvanas. Uther paired well with the Butcher to enable him to go in the Devotion build that strengthens your armor, makes it last longer on targets. Really serves the Butcher well. When he goes in, you put the armor on him, you keep it on him. You also can get the stun talents, help him follow up on those stuns, secure those kills, and that enables the rest of your team to do their stuff. So our team was just really good. We had really great control from our Jaina all these games here. We had another game is Uther, Sylvanas, Jaina, and the Butcher. This time we had a variant with us on Alterac Pass. It was a hard game. The enemy did a really good job of taking it slowly and being patient. Coming in together. They were almost never split apart. They were almost always together. There were a few times where we would catch them out, maybe get a couple picks off that were able to pick us the rest off, and just enough sustain to get us through, thanks to that armor, thanks to the Butcher staying in and getting his regen on, and some Ring of Frosts again from Jaina, securing down those targets in order to keep us fighting in all those bushes and things. We just got a stagger going, the stuns from Diablo, the vision from Tyrande, and the tank burn on Tychus. When we had 3 tanky targets, was just a little too much to be overcome there. Asmodean split pushing the whole map, as was his job. He did a very good job at it, and his team didn't utilize it the best they could at the start, but they definitely got the win out of it. Obviously, they got the win out of it, pushing that. It was a very comeback win for them. They were down in siege, they were down in everything. They come back, they get the levels, and they start to stagger, and it did not stop until the very end. Finally, we had a D.Va game on Towers of Doom. Jaina was our friend, Blaze was our friend, Garrosh and Illidan were randos. That game worked very well. Both of our randos were not classes you expect to be soloing, but they did solo very well. It was refreshing to see an Illidan who would hunt in whenever I would put out a bit of a bump on D.Va. He would hunt in and secure that kill on that target. Our friendly Blaze picked up Bunker, and he noticed whenever we needed to get that, so he threw down the Bunker. It enabled us to utilize that quick duck in and duck out. It's always fun to have a Garrosh on your team, especially on someone like D.Va. You know, when he goes in and holds things down with his stuns and his crowd control and repositions it, you can get a lot done with some of your D.Va bombs. Had really great hero damage, great XP soak, great damage soaked on that game as D.Va, so I think my D.Va's coming up pretty darn well. That being said, we're on the last game for placements. We are in the Silver 3 territory, maybe Silver 2, so we'll see where we get placed. We've got 7 wins and 2 losses. We've got the most wins on Lucio, and our games have been, let's see, let's go to Hero League, and the games have been interesting. You saw this on Lucio, the way this worked, rotating, encouraging the team. We got the Braxis pads eventually secured, thanks to our Falstad pick. I want to say that's mostly thanks to him. The rest of these heroes can get around, but when they're split off without their Lucio, they don't move quite as fast. But the utilization of Falstad, he was willing to go in and trust his team. He was willing to go and fight, even if it was outnumbered, and that prompted everyone else to secure the kills, to go in and commit, as it were. This game on Sony with our white main Stitches, Valis, Sylvanas, I actually don't remember. So I'm having a little bit of trouble remembering what made that work. The other game on Lucio was a real pleasure. The team responded to pings. They utilized their skills. They did well. And they simply went to the wall and did what needed to be done. Finally, Rainer game, well, a week ago on Sylvanas. You can see I played 1 tonight, and that's it. Rainer game a week ago on Sylvanas. On Sky Temple, excuse me, we had our Zarya, Varian, Kerrigan, Uther comp with Rainer. So all very targets capable of taking care of themselves. Rainer with a self here, Zarya with bubbles, Varian with his protect, Kerrigan with her maelstrom, her trait, not a maelstrom trait, something else. And Uther, of course, Uther was a great support. These kind of full body teams with Uther and a lot of frontline control, a lot of spot on damage mitigation usually do pretty well. And I took that role as range damage dealer because everyone else was going to have to get in melee. We needed one person to range damage deal. My A button clicks have gotten a lot better. That's one thing I can say. Especially on Lucio. I know I pulled out a little bit more damage than I'm used to putting out on Lucio because of that A move business we've been tracking. As you can tell, I'm keyed up, ready to go. Having a good night. It's the usual time. Hoping to get more of the usual suspects. We've seen a few names that we've had come up before. People who've proven themselves, redeemed themselves in some cases. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Whatever we get tonight, it doesn't matter. This is the last placement game. It matters the very least to our overall placement. All we're going to do is go in and have fun. Go in and have fun and make the best of what we have and try to learn something and take something away from that. The way we've been doing. The other day we had a bit of a game that was kind of interesting. I think it was an unranked. I don't think it was this ETC game. Actually, I think it might have been. I think it was this ETC game, come to think of it, on Dragonshire. We didn't win. We did. Was this with a comp? I can't remember if this was with. Yes, this was an unranked draft. This is where we got a 4-stack. So the game I'm thinking of. Okay. So let's go to all types. Let's find that real quick. Okay. Let's see. Unranked draft. Those are both unranked drafts that night. So I remember this ETC game. And this Raider game was definitely streamed. So this ETC game and this Diva game. And maybe this Lucio game? No, this Lucio game was streamed. So maybe this ETC Dragonshire game. Maybe this Sonya win on Dragonshire. Maybe that's why I can't remember because there's no video to go over. That may be it. I don't remember. But in any case, we had a night the other night where we did, and it didn't go quite like we expected. And that was okay. Because we were very in the zone. More in the zone than we have been on stream lately, especially. We just learned, because I know we had this game with Tychus, Vikings, Li-Ming, and Malfurion. These three were a team. This was a random person. I was a random person queuing into this three-man team, getting on Dragonshire. Our Malfurion knew his role. Our Li-Ming knew their role. Our Vikings knew their role. I think our Tychus was first pick, and it was a bit of a toss-up because Li-Ming was showing Zul'jin. There was a bit of a question of should we have two, and probably not. At the last second, Li-Ming was able to switch and secure that mage for us when we already had that ranged auto attacker. It was a bit tough on this map. They didn't have the fat bodies that we really would have liked to have seen from a Tychus. I think Tychus was a bit of a difficult pick. What made it harder was, you remember this game on Volskaya with Blaze that was on stream, with ETC that was on stream, and it worked because the team was on comms except for Vala, and we understood that our role as ETC was to be able to split soak. As soon as the ult came up, as soon as the objective came up, we could be there. As soon as the ult was off cooldown, we were stage diving up to be able to start that pad countdown for our team, and that enables us to have map presence. We stopped on a Zebo push. It wasn't a very good Zebo push of all the Zebo pushes I've ever seen, but we were able to stop it with ETC, even trade with him a kill for a kill, and create something there. Now that game was on stream. And I think we had taken this game on ETC the same way and thought the same thing would work because this is a map with two pads, so you switch between them. If you can take one, jump to the other, take the other one. That wound up not happening because the jump kept getting used for other things. It would have been a lot better to hold him still for Malfurion's roots, Li-Ming's orbs, to be able to secure the team because a lot of times these folks were clustered, they were grouped, they worked well together. The simple autopilot selection of stage dive on ETC wasn't the right call, and it was very much it was a game that could have gone a lot better if we had been a little more tuned into ETC and they'd been a little reactive to ETC. We had definitely already known that was a bit of a fluke on Volskaya. That was a very specific pick for a very specific purpose at a critical time, and it was not going to be the norm. Nevertheless, it wound up setting a precedence for how we played ETC these two games. I have no doubt it affected this one as well. This was an unranked draft. I'm starting to remember where we played fine. The enemy team just played a little better, and that's all it took. They had a little bit more frontline presence with those Blaze and Ubrak and Tychus. Asmodee could split push. The Ana was safe and secure in the back, and you could never get to her. And we just did not have the focus on our damage dealers. We had great damage dealers, but not enough focus in order to make those sustained auto attackers really work together to secure kills. May have also been hurt by stage dive. I'm not sure. So if we play ETC again tonight, we're going to be coming out a little bit differently, trying something different, because it simply was not... The way we've been playing ETC does not work for this bracket. Teammates simply don't respond. A lot of times you'll see an ETC get a sweet mosh. It's miles away from the friendly team. No one can respond to it or quirk anything off of it. It's just not something that works. And in this bracket, in this skill level, we see that quite a bit. Being that ETC hurts, and certainly seeing that ETC hurts. But we know through our community, our network, our A-Move network, they move specifically into the Nexus with Kyle Ferguson streams and videos. We know a lot more about how to, I know a lot more about how to work with losses, find what went wrong, and learn, take a lesson from it for next time. And that way we fight our tilt a little bit. We give our tilt something a little less, something to focus on, so that we can develop, we can grow, we can climb, we can get better. I think our games have been a lot better this season, and I don't know if the quality of the games went up. It may have. If the quality of the teammates have gone up, they may have. Maybe we just got lucky. But this has definitely served us very well. This new mentality of take responsibility for it has definitely been a huge service we've done for ourselves, enabling ourselves to simply learn from the game. Have a good time. Play something that's fun. Work with a draft. Don't just auto-lock something because you think it'll get you the win. Playing those skilled heroes is what you'll need to do to climb, but that's not enough to simply auto-pick the same things every game. And that's been a huge victory in itself. We've got 7 wins and 2 losses to show for it. It's a very good win percentage. If it continues on through the season, we're going to be doing new things. We'll be seeing new things in a new bracket. We'll be going to a new realm we haven't seen before. Part of that's also due to streaming. Being able to go back and review tape and see what the thought was in the moment. Why was I doing those things? A replay can help you with that a little bit, but the stream video, the audio, the understanding what our thought process was in that moment helps so much more. Not only to see those things, because all the information is clearly present on the minimap in the lower right corner. Most anything you could want to know on the minimap. Or if it's not on the minimap, that's why. Here we go. We're on to a Spider Queen. I don't know that we have had, if we have seen this map yet this season. We're in voice chat. We've got another person in voice chat. Give the team a howdy. Definitely join team voice. Voice is a little broken right now. Hopefully once the players load in, we'll be able to talk. Hello, hello, how's the games going? Not pushed to working? Not working? Let me try leaving team voice. We'll ask if anyone else having trouble with voice today? We're banning Kael'thas for Sun Asmodee banned. These are what we see banned pretty much every game. We've got an early show Jaina and an early show Sonya. We could do Uther with that. We could do Lucio with that. Maybe it'll fix once we get into game. No. Hello, hello, checking. Okay. So we are in the support role. And we've got Nazeebo and Jaina and Sonya. On Team of Spider Queen, with the rotates, I think we're going to show a Lucio and be king of the rotates. Unless we see blind hero, unless we see auto attack heroes come out in these first 2 picks that indicate a carry we need to negate, I think we're going to Stick with Lucio. This is Phoenix. Could be interesting. We do know how to put out some damage on Phoenix as Lucio. We've done it before, but it might be easier on Lily. Okay, interesting. Our Nazebos changes to Zul. We've got a stun. We've got a root and some slows. If we go Ring of Frost, we'll have another root here, and I think that root is for Genji. I think that what this Zul is thinking. I'll ask Jaden, thinking root for Genji, just to see if we're on the right page, if we're thinking the right things. All right. And they banned Lily. So they're thinking about going auto attack heroes. So I could go Uther. We have fewer squishy bodies than are typically on Uther. But this just means our Jane will be even safer. Do we want a main tank or 2 off tanks? Fine. I think this looks good. We're doing this old school, guys. A lot of heavy bodies.
I hear the call.
Always works with Uther. I go armor build. Oh, dang. What a good draft. I mean, that hurts to lose that. We had a good draft. We were putting together something really good with teammates here. We were working together. We were putting something together. I'm confident we would have had a great game. I'm sure of it. Maybe we'll get him again. Keep our fingers crossed. And our I's dotted. And our T's crossed. Okay, something made that sound. I'm not sure what. This works very well with heavy bodies, with his long cooldowns. I think your people are so much better served to. I think you can adapt on Uther. If you wind up in a more tanky position, if you wind up being the tank for your team. I think there's a lot of things you can do on Uther to maximize that. Starting with the armor build, Divine Storm, just all great things. Whenever they want to focus the healer, Divine Storm them, and your Butcher charges in and gets a kill. Whoever it is gets a kill. We've had a team before where all Uther all the time simply just won everything, ever. This was a double healer game with 2 squishies and a tank, and it worked very, very well. Just better executed. Let's see. What's our last Uther game? Let's go to summary. Let's click Uther. Oh, we can't go to match history and pull up Uther. Maybe I can statistics. He's got a fairly decent win percentage. He's got to have a good win percentage. I mean, there he is. There he is. 53. Yes, that's a very good win percentage on Uther. Very, very good. Pretty good win percentage on D.Va. Need more time on her, though. Cassie's got a good win percentage. Bird and Plat is basically instant loss unless you have a dive team. Strong words. Good win percentage, Lucio. Almost even on Sonya. Interesting. ETC dead even. Blaze dead even. Chen dead even. We've got to be aware outside of those few picks. It's a coin toss. We've got another most used hero, Greymane. Where's he sit? Is he sub 50? He's at 46. You know, I think of myself as a pretty good Greymane, but not according to these stats. Instant to play on most of these heroes. Dead even on ETC, dead even on Sonya. A little bit ahead on Lucio. A little bit ahead on Cassia. A little bit ahead on Uther. Well, Skya. Interesting. We have a lot of Lily. Very good win percentage. So if we go Lily, Uther, Lucio, our best wins are supports. It's Killer Croc again. Hey, can you hear me this time? Give the team a howdy. Howdy. Dude. Okay. So our team captain, showing Genji. We're showing a Kerrigan. Those look good. I could do Uther for your Genji and your Kerrigan. Go the armor build, take Divine Shield. Make sure our Genji goes in and goes out and does what he pleases. Meanwhile, armor on everybody who's frontline. Hey, Killer Croc, can you hear me? Sweet. Good to see you again. We had a really good draft going before. I'm saddened that it was kind of ruined, but okay. That's upset our Kerrigan a little bit.
So it begins.
Looks like our Kerrigan's on tilt from the beginning. Sure did ban Asmo. Sure did he?
Reckoning is at hand.
Sure, and I can kill Asmo. I think Greymane looks good. I think Greymane looks very good with this comp right now. It's very divey.
This galaxy shall suffer.
You can go Greymane, especially if you build for poke. You gotta play what you like. Play what you'll have fun with. This Kerrigan's already tilted. I don't know that I would go to her for tactical advice. If you want to, man, that's all good with me. I think I definitely need the Uther for the armor build and for the Divine Hand on Genji. Get them out. I think that'll be a great support for this match. I think whatever you would have played would have been fine. Any team banned Stukov. They picked the wrong healer. So these are consistent bans. Asmo's a consistent ban in this bracket. Right Wing and Stukov, indicative of... Okay, they picked Lily. Lily does mess with Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets her shield off for her, I think, her autos. But I think... And Diablo, interesting. They've picked such an interesting comp.
A light abandons
I need to
no
switch
man.
my skin. Darn it! I didn't do it in time. I think I'm still Darther. I didn't think to change it. Hey, it's Shinji-01. We saw him a minute ago. Jaden, we saw him a minute ago. Some of the guys we were just in draft with are on the other side. Shinji-01 and Jaden. And we'll see where the rest of the season takes us after that. Okay, I'm going to increase my devotion duration.
Wise decision.
That's the plan here. Plans do change, as we learned on ETC. Let the team know what's planned. Going armor duration build.
Starting this thing in 10 seconds.
Planning to pick Divine Shield for Genji.
2, 1.
Very wise.
Let the battle
Mainly for Genji, but we'll get our people out if we need to. He said, I'll take it. We've earned ourselves a friend. Very early in the game. That's always useful. Mist thought he would go in before that. Put the Q on Tyrael so it takes a little less damage. Okay, that was a good stun, even though it had a little bit of lag. It looks like he might not get away. We can put a W into the team to give our team armor. We can stun him. Put a Q on Tyrael. Signal the back off. We can go ahead and put that W out, and that secures a kill on Tyrael. They're also going to secure another kill on Diablo. And Genji stuck behind enemy lines. Maybe was... Yeah. Maybe was the wrong call. But it's alright. It's early deaths. We got plenty to start the game with. Kerrigan's going to go soak. I'm going to stay here with Tyrael and try to get my stacks in this mid lane, as they're having their specialist and their healer stay in mid lane, while Malthael and Leoric are going top. Now, they are out soaking lane currently, but if we let this lane push in a little bit, we should be able to do just fine things with it. We've got 3 of the enemy team here, and we're going to try to line them up for some W's, along with our friends. We get stacks off both friendlies and enemies when we hit them with the W. Put the heal on him. Indicate my low mana state here. There we go.
Very wise.
Just going to go ahead and back for it.
Hold back for now.
Good job. We don't have any fear to Hearth before 2 minutes
I like it.
and get full mana again. And now we're going to play a little conservatively. We're going to pick up Pursuit of Justice. Hammer of Justice grants movement speed. For as much as we're going to go in and try to secure those kills, Hammer of Justice will now allow us to move in and secure those things. Tyrael does die. We don't need to do anything else here. We've done pretty much what we came to do. Put a spot heal on Genjo. We've got Leoric here. Nothing gained by, but it does gain to stun him and leave. Alright, that's a stack of my W. I'll take it. I'm going to go ahead and grab a sip on Healing Fountain, while our Genji and Kerrigan are in mid. Let's get a Genji healed up. Put a W on the enemy team. It does hit both of them and one of my friendlies. Plenty of stacks. We're at 2360. That's really good for 3 minutes of the game. on the pad here. Put another heal on Genjo as soon as we can.
I am
Get 11 seconds before I can put out another Q. Okay, that's dangerous work that we're putting out.
Take control of it to pilot the map.
Okay, make sure that he
by my
can get something done. Just gonna put the stun on him. Just a bit to show him who's boss. I need you to be in front of me if I'm gonna double you. Okay, we're moving in pretty strongly. We're putting the W out now. Puts the armor on the team. Put the armor if we can on Genjo. Make sure that they don't get work on our Genji. So now our T-Rail needs to get out. Okay, we're just gonna mitigate for him. Stun that Malthy a little bit. Diablo pushing him, and then I'm gonna have to walk out of this Leoric circle. I'll fall back.
mana is low.
Alright, well,
I'm going to pull back.
that went interestingly. We can Hearth. Careful. Be very careful. We can res up and get back to it before it's done. Danger. Oh, keep moving. My bad. I have stopped moving. Put a spot heal on. Okay, so we're going to put the stun on Leoric so we get the kill, but no, we don't get the kill. That was the wrong stun target then. Okay. Needs it the most. Genjo. Walk out of that circle, and Kerrigan gets the kill. And Genji gets the kill. And I'm low on health. I'm going to put out the W as soon as I can. That was well done. Okay. Good job. That's exactly what we wanted. Exactly what we wanted. Had to burn that on myself, so we'll put a appeal out for our friends. Get the W out, as we hoped to. Okay, now that we're dead, we're spamming the heals on our squishies, giving them the armor. Alright, we did the best we could for them. How are we doing on numbers? We're not healing as much as the enemy Lily is. It's a little easier to heal, on Lily. We're at 99%, and it looks like they're going to get the Tree Glove.
For the light.
Gul'dan had to Hearth. We lost our Kerrigan, Genji, and now our Tyrael. We're just going to defend this. It's the 5-minute objective. We're not too afraid of it. We're going to try to get as many stacks as we can on a Wave of Light and finish that quest. Awesome. So now our armor duration is going to last a little bit longer with that. So that's awesome. So we're just putting out the stun a little bit, and we're not too worried about anything else. Ooh boy. That hurt a lot. Get the sip. Get back in. Find where our W's needed the most. There was a zipping up right here. It just was too dangerous. Put them on us. Auto on that. Get the Q. Okay, I was gonna get the Q for our Genji ASAP. They're above us in talent, so we should soak.
So that is the extent of the Protector's power. Impressive.
The light is with
What on earth? Move. Put that out. Alright, so that just means
Oh, you're dead.
one shield. That means we just spam the heals on our Genjo.
I am here.
Okay, good focus on the healer. Gul'dan definitely secured the kill on there.
That's it.
Meanwhile, our Genji is Dragon Blading on Leoric, and looks like he does get the kill on him. And they get the kill on Diablo, but Genji has to die to get that kill in the first place. Maybe not the best of trades. But we do deny Diablo his buff. Now he's lost all 100 of his souls. You're doing good work. Maybe focus on targets. Everyone else is working on is I would say.
Very wise.
As nice as we can, friendly as we can. We're here to make friends.
My thanks to you.
Come to these games to make friends. Make friends and influence people. That's what we came to these games for. We're here to make friends and influence people. Kerrigan knows that she has our support. Okay. And now that we hit it, our devotion is increased by 0.5 seconds. Damaging and healing heroes with holy range performs 5 mana and reduces its cooldown on 1 second. Yorick's burning the ult here. Doesn't actually get him anything. Gonna go ahead and just walk right out of that. There we go. Okay, fight breaking out up top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. Ping the Kerrigan danger.
Honor guides me.
Let him know I'm coming up. I'm gonna have shield ready.
Take a challenge.
Enemies of the light, beware.
I'm starting up an access terminal.
By my honor.
Okay, we're actually ahead on the tier. That's good. We should leave our Genji fend for himself. Like he said, he is trying. Okay, so we're going with those. Now we need to go to this here.
Power routed to
We'll
the
mount up,
terminal.
signal to our teams what we're doing,
And you can pilot the
and
protector.
ping for assistance. Don't need to heal myself. I do need to put the heal on Genjo if it starts to take damage. So far, we haven't had to worry too much about who's taking damage. Kerrigan did die to towers, it looks like. Okay, so we have Malthael coming in bot there. Oh,
Hey, just run back.
could have shielded myself,
Oh my god.
but decided that it was not worth it. Alright, so we were split there.
Oh, yup. There, there.
Never doubt it for a second.
Definitely need together.
Justice has come.
Kerrigan wanted them to wait before they went in, which is a smart enough call.
Strike with great vengeance.
Waited for heals. Danger.
Still squirming. Bro.
Strike with great vengeance.
An excellent strike.
Oh, they've gotten our Genja on our Gul'dan.
One sale.
Okay, very good job. Put the Q on our Gul'dan so he feels a little safe. Alright, I'm gonna Q. I'm just gonna die. That's fine. Put the heals on our damaged characters. Okay, good deal. Looks like we did manage to make enough difference, and our team's very good job.
Copy. Still more to do.
Well met. Well met, heroes.
Take a tally.
Picking them off one by one.
Really, guys?
Really what? Strewing out trash? Oh, they're laying on your clothes. Because they're clean and they smell good. That's why they're laying on them. Alright, so we can increase our Holy Light self-healing. Might be good because we keep getting focused. Choose Deliverance, allies, heals by Holy Radiance, receive 40% increased healing from all sources for 6 seconds. That's only, I've done the math, that's only as good as if you're going to immediately spam a Q on them, and if you go to Q shock build. I think it's better to take Beacon of Light. That way we're not so focused on what we're scared of doing here. This should get taken up by towers.
Allies in trouble. Let's help them out.
You need a gunner to use the protector's weapons.
Oh, get in the gunner. Alright, so we got Kerrigan in the gunner. That's very good. Two of our squishiest characters are in the gunner seat. Tyrael does go in on... There we go. We're just going to go ahead and stun that. Okay, so he did not manage to kill me. Oh, that did not quite do the trick. Nope. Put Q on the Tyrael! Q on the Tyrael! Q on the Tyrael! Okay. That didn't work out. Our protector does look like they're taking the forts, so that's good. Amy Tree Glove. So Kerrigan got a little pinned in here. Doesn't have anywhere to go. Is holding on to her F. Went ahead and goes to Maelstrom. Go Kerrigan, go Kerrigan, go! Oh, the candle that burns twice as bright lasts half as long. That was what they intended to do. It was a good fight. Tyrael's right, that was a good fight that she executed there. She made the most of it, waited till they're both on her, and then she went ahead and popped the ult. Got the value on them, 2 of them. Only problem was it wasn't quite a call to action like it could have been. Tyrael was just to capture a camp. We're just looking to push Diablo off of this. Make sure he doesn't get too much value top. We have everything going. Gul'dan would like Uther to be careful. Uther will note that. Uther will be careful. A solo push Diablo is not something I'm worried about. We'll go ahead and make sure to help Tyrael here. Put a heal on him. We got the mana back off that blow. That's good. Ooh, our Genji needs to... Okay, he's fine. For the moment. Right, put the Q on him. Okay, so now we need the W in there. The R on Genjo. Genji did go down in a blaze of glory. Perhaps that was a bit too soon on the dragon. On the D shield. Not sure. Oof. It's a really rough team fights here. Really rough. I'll go ahead and go in and put the Q on Kerrigan as much as we can before we die.
This hero must be dealt with.
I think we were 5v4 while Gul'dan was taking care of top. Who is our first focus target? That might get us talking about who we want to burn down first. Is it Lily? Great. We'll put all the stuns on him. Great. I'll put my stun on her. What else can we get to secure first kill? Okay, so now we have a choice. Do we take the Divine Shield duration and reduce the cooldown? That might have helped Genji get what he wanted last time. Or do we resurrect? Or take Devotion stacking twice? Applying Devotion to a hero that is already affected increases their armor by additional 15. Oh, come on! We've got way too many targets to try and put that on. We're going to try to take Redemption and get the most out of that death. So that when we have to fight, we get something out of it. Something... Joe's doing okay on health. Okay, we got 2 kills. That's great. Put the stun on him so he gets pulled in. Make sure that... Yep. Okay, we lost our Tyrael, but he is going to make sure we secure the kill on Azmodan. Very, very good. Okay. Our Genji died somehow. I didn't put my shield on him. I didn't see that he needed it. That's my bad.
Give me a full demonstration.
Okay. Another gun receipt. Okay, we are going to have to get out as soon as this pops. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give her the shield.
Keep it up.
Okay, that didn't last. Alright, here's where we're just going to commit. Okay, we committed to the orc and it worked out very well. We'll go ahead and put the stun on him. Make sure our friends get the stun. We got the bonus stun. Put that out. We got the Lily kill. We didn't get the Lily kill, but the Asmodean kill. Our camp is pushing top, and we've got waves pushing and building out bottom. We're going to make sure that we stay long enough to get the towers. Awesome. That's exactly what we wanted. Our Kerrigan Hearth. Yes. Okay, so we've got another few seconds. We can push this down. Just go ahead and stun him. Make sure he knows that he's not the boss of me. Okay, now we leave. We get out.
Time for a mercenary
Okay, camp is a great call. There's still a body down for a whole few minutes. Got Kerrigan coming in, wanting to do.
Time for a mercenary camp.
Yep, ping in what I want to do. Genji's dangerous. Genji. There you go. Okay. Okay, we got the kill on Malthael, and that's exactly what they did not want to happen. Put the D shield on my guy. My guy Genjo. Excellent, exactly what we wanted. Put the stun on Diablo. There we go. Now we've got the kill secure. We're putting heal on our Genji, make sure he stays nice and healthy. Well played. Sure. That's not really what happened. He made me nervous staying in just doing that, but I wanted to make sure that he made clear that I'm his friend and that I want him to succeed, want to help him do the damage things he wants to do, and that I'm here to support that. Just put some healing on him. Great job, everyone. Truly magnificent. Alright, we got a good 60k healing out there, 20 less than the opponent's Lily. Not that bad. Our Gul'dan and our Kerrigan both hit double digits. I don't know that any other healer I could have brought to the table would have enabled these two to put out their damage numbers quite like Uther did. Quite like just the ability to put the shield on and make sure he knows he is good to go. I'm going to give that to Gul'dan. Quiet hero of the draft. Did exactly what Kerrigan asked him to. Gave Kerrigan that win. Maybe Kerrigan has better knife from now on, but Gul'dan, if you're out there, man, you did great work. We really appreciate it. You did everything you need to be doing, and even though it wasn't always glorious, you did it very, very well and kept yourself safe. Denied them that kill. It's very good. Made the difference. It made all the difference in the world. When we had two people, actually 3 or 4 actually, who were devoted to going in, Gul'dan staying back out of that and poking as much as he could enabled them to go in and secure those kills. He puts out the poke, they go in and clean it up and secure it. If he dies, we lose that, and he was very smart not to die at all. So he just played very well. He soaked, he got the XP, he warned me not to be with him, so it was great. He let me know through pings, hey, I'm okay by myself, I don't need you to stick with me. I'm okay, I can handle myself. And he could. And it paid to trust our teammates and to listen to pings and try to work on supporting them and giving them what they need to win, what they need to make it through. We're in Silver 5, a little bit lower than we thought we might be, but it just means we have more room to climb, and we're right at the cusp of Silver 4. Maybe we had a few games that could have gone a lot better, but we did very well that game. We had a great game. We had a great team. They secured the kills. They work together in the draft. They get picked together what would work. And even though mechanically the heroes they picked were great, they really were. Asmodean should have gotten banned. By all means, should have banned Asmodean. I want to say it's a shame we didn't. This would have been maybe in a faster game, an easier game. Maybe our Kerrigan would have been upset. Maybe we would have had even better. But as it was, we still managed to pull out the win. And I'm sure that's going to make Kerrigan's day. You know, getting point guard like that, getting that big bold number at the top of the board when you sort. I'm sure that's going to make those two damage dealers' days. And we made that happen. we made that happen for them by taking damage for them, by healing them up. Tyrael and I both contribute. So together our bodies of myself and Tyrael were... I want to buy a tank that could peel a banana. Back in the World of Warcraft days, there was a site called WoWbash. You could post screenshots. Thanks, Miz. And you could post screenshots. Let's tab through Misery so she knows we're talking to her. Thanks. Appreciate that. And in WoWbash, you used to see these screenshots. One of them was golden. In the day, used to be all about running the dungeons constantly. This was Wrath of the Lich King days. And there was a screen that quote reminded me of. And that was, someone told their tank, I want to say it was a Death Knight, but it's been so long it doesn't actually matter. But someone told their tank, hey, Aggro called for you. He wants you to get a hold of him as soon as you can. That's exactly what that reminded me of. Want to buy a tank that could peel a banana. Because, oh man, it hurts when your tanks start doing what you need them to do to keep you safe. And, oh man. Sometimes you have to come up with a creative way to say that for someone to notice. For someone to notice and take the time to do what you needed to do. But I think between the two of us, I don't know that Leoric was the right pick for them. He died 12 times. He did secure 6 kills and assists with 14 of them. And he soaked a fair bit of XP. He was a contributor in that game. I just think it wasn't the right pick with how the game turned out. Obviously, if it had won, it would have been the right pick. You know, it wouldn't be saying that if he had won, so I don't actually know. But I think between myself and Tyrael being able to heal and shield, you notice that number total is higher than this number. They have one number for the whole category. This number and this number are higher than this number in the category. So I think that strategy with having, okay, these guys really need support, I think Tyrael was what cinched it. If he had been any other tank, I don't know that it would have worked quite so well. I definitely want to say I'm really proud of myself in that game. Not for how I played. I think I played averagely at best, especially for my Uther. I think I'm very proud that I took my role of support, given to me in the draft, and said, I need to support. This is what I have to support. And picking a support that worked. And communicating to the team, I'm here to support you. I'm here to get your stuff done. You know, and I'm here to help you with what you want to do. Making very clear that these 3 damage dealers would be safe. And Uther's a great hero for that. Silver's full of people who need to know that. And I think we can make a lot of difference if we continue to play Uther. We had a great time. I'm really glad I'm placed. I'm really glad that I have 2 wins on Uther this season. Let's look at real quick, let's look at the history now to see how our 10 placement games turned out this season. So let's go to statistics. Let's go to this season. Let's go to Hero League. Uncheck the others real quick. And we'll see 2 games as Lucio, 2 games as Uther, both won. 1 game is Cassia. 1 game is Reina, 1 game is ETC. Those 3 were all the right pick for the right time, and knowing what we had for the draft for that moment, what we could contribute to the game that way. Sonya's interesting. We thought that we had everything we needed with Sonya, and to be honest, maybe some of those games weren't exactly our fault on Sonya. But the numbers tell an interesting story. I think the 2 games that we lost, the one on Sonya and the one on Blaze, were finely played games. It was one on Dragonshire, one on Infernal Shrines. I think they were finely played games. I don't think there was anything wrong with them. But I don't think we contributed to them as Sonya and Blaze the same way we contributed as Uther and Lucio. The same way we contributed as Raynor. The same way we contributed as ETC. It's just interesting to see what makes the difference in silver and what doesn't. As the season goes on, we'll continue to see how that shapes up and what we get out of playing these support characters and playing these picks for the map. I'm very interested to see how this turns out. But friends, it's late. We've had a great time. We've had a great night in the Nexus, even before stream, with the warm-up games with friends. So let's leave it on a high note and let's come back to it tomorrow night. Let's see what happens in our first out-of-placement game tomorrow night and see if we get out of Silver 5 into Silver 4 to start the season on a good foot, on a climbing foot, with that focus on improvement and taking responsibility and saying, what can I do to make this better? I think we're in for a good season. I feel good about this. I feel in a very good place about this game. Having more fun than I've ever had in this game. That's one of the things I said the other night that wasn't actually on stream. Having more fun than I've ever had in this game. And I think it's I think it's a great experience doing this climb and seeing how things go. Right. Well, guys, that's a stream. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. We'll see where we go. We'll see where we get in our next Hero League game as we attempt to climb to Silver 4. Have a good day. Have a good day. A good week. A good weekend. And until then, I'll see you in the Nexus.